Hello everyone, welcome to Unacademy. Let's crack UPSC CSE English. About me, I am Sandeep Bhushan Thummala and my credentials are I have 10 years of teaching experience for civil services. I teach international relations and internal security and analysis of the Hindu newspaper. And my session will be helpful for you to crack prelims and mains. And my tagline is I would be emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases along my explanation or throughout my explanation in regards to the newspaper. So I would be emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases, wherein by emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases, I'll make you understand that how we can identify the factual and analytical questions for prelims point of view. So definitely this session will be useful by emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases. That is my tagline, emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases. We will arrive or we will come to a conclusion that which could be the factual and analytical question for mains, and by imbibing the keywords and the key phrases in your answer writing, that is when you are into the mode of imbibing the keywords and the key phrases in your answer writing, that is for the mains. So wherein your answers would be precise and concise. When I'm saying precise and concise, that is you are to the point of what the UPSC is demanding from you to write an answer in a stipulated words. So definitely by imbibing the keywords and the key phrases, you will get into the mode of precise and concise answer writing for the mains, wherein this would be a very important technique for you to score more marks than anyone or the others in the mains. So this session will be helpful for you to crack prelims and mains both for the year 2020 as well as 2021. And before that, you have a notification in regards to Let's Crack UPSC CS English, which is India's largest learning platform. And once you get subscribed to Unacademy Plus, you will have unlimited live and recorded courses from the India's best educator. And the privileges you get once you subscribe are the daily live classes, live test quizzes, structured courses, and unlimited access. And these are the top educators, which you can see it on your screen. And these are also the top educators, which you can also see it on your screen. And in regards to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English, you have the courses like economy, history, current affairs, and the rest which you can also see it on your screen. And along with that, you have the essay writing, Indian society and social issues, which are also part of your UPSC CSE English courses. And in regards to Let's Crack UPSC CSE subscription, you have 12 months and 24 month subscription, wherein 12 month subscription the original price is 40,000 and the 24 month subscription the original price is 48,000. So it's always recommended to go ahead with 24 month subscription, because the 2 years solid preparation is required for you to crack civil services examination. So thereby subscribe for 24 months UPSC CSE English subscription by using my code SBT10, and while you use my code for 24 month subscription or 2 years, you will get 10% discount on the 48,000 original price. And the discounted price what you would be paying for the entire 24 months is not 48,000 but 43,200. So it's always recommended to go ahead with 24 months, because as a key as I say that this is an opportunity provided by the Unacademy to all the civil servant aspirants, that you would be making the or paying the amount only for 13 months, 12 plus 1 month, that is 40 plus 8,000, 48,000. You're paying 48,000 but you're getting the entire 24-month subscription. So do take the advantage or the privilege offered by Unacademy to all the civil servant aspirants. And while you're subscribing, do not forget to use my code SBT10, because you will get 10% discount on 48,000 and you were supposed to pay only 43,200 for the entire 24-month subscription. And today we will get into the topic that is my discussion, my topic, that is analysis of the Hindu newspaper, which will be very useful. As I re-emphasize once again, I would be focusing on the keywords and the key phrases, which will be useful for the prelims in regards to the wherein it could be from economy, geography, polity, or else in regards to ecology and environment, disaster management. So we will cover all which is in the newspaper, and then we'll focus it for the prelims point of view. And before I get into the topic, I would say a very good morning to everyone who are live and also in the live chat. Very good morning to all. Good morning to Ramchandran, Hemant, Sudarshanan, Shabas, Ahmad Khan, Malvika Sajivan, Yogita Tyagi, Rahul BS, Rahul also, Siddhigam also, Madhu, everyone, very good morning to you all. And today's news you have that India and China hold talks. So India and China are definitely holding talks. Yesterday, we have also seen that in the news that both the lieutenant generals would discuss, and that discussion or the talks will take place today. That is today. Today, the discussions or the talks will take place in regards to the lieutenant generals. Today, it will be in regards to the lieutenant generals from both the sides. Today, it is on June 6th. They will have the talks. But prior to that, India and China have hold talks to resolve the differences. So definitely, even today's lieutenant generals from both the countries will be having a discussion to make sure that they come up with a solution to resolve the differences what is prevailing between India and China along the LAC since May 5th. May 5th, and yesterday we had this diplomatic engagement. So it is in regards to the today's will be military engagement. But we had the diplomatic engagement yesterday. Yesterday diplomatic engagement, that is on June 5th. 5th of June, and this is on June 6th today. Military engagement would be on today, that is June 6th, and diplomatic engagement, that is at the foreign secretary levels. Both, I mean, both the countries from the India's Ministry of External Affairs and then from China foreign ministries, both have held the discussions and they have come up with the consensus or to follow the consensus that they would remove the differences or they would move out of the differences, and then they would handle this the face off between both the countries peacefully and should not become a dispute. So these are the very important keyword, that is consensus is the one, peacefully, and then the both by consensus and being peacefully, I mean handling it peacefully, both the countries, they will make sure that this issue or the skirmish or the face off or the standoff between the Chinese troop and the Indian troops will not become a or will not balloon as a dispute in the future. So that is what the diplomatic engagement what has taken yesterday, and probably today the outcome would be positive. Outcome would be positive. I hope so. Ajay Harish has joined. A Chaudhary, Johan Dande has joined. Very good morning to three of you. Very good morning to you, three of you. And both today we are. I mean, just started India-China whole talks in the at the diplomatic engagements, and they are both handling. They are trying to resolve the differences by respecting each other's. Please do understand these are the keywords which are very important for in regards to the diplomatic engagement between India and China. Not only that, again in regards to how the diplomacy in regards to the diplomacy or foreign policy of India, keeping in view what are the keywords which are actually used diplomatically between both the countries. I am emphasizing on the keywords what are used or which will actually come into existence when they come together and try to resolve the issues. So both of them will be respecting those. This is the keyword. So respecting each other's sensitivities and concerns and aspirations, and they will both together strive for the stability. This is another keyword, stability in the current global situation. So they wanted to make sure that both the countries at the diplomatic engagement and also the military engagement, they would make sure that they would remove all the differences between both the countries, and then they would be respecting each other's sensitivities, concerns and aspirations, because each country have their sensitivities, their concerns and their aspirations towards their national interests. So both the countries, that is India and China, would be respecting the sensitivities, concerns and aspirations. Not only that respecting, but also they would come up they would strive, they would make sure that they will come up with the stability in the current global situation. So what is important is making sure that there will not be a dispute, and when there is not, I mean there is the situation is so that there will not be any dispute, then definitely they are striving for the stability. So the intention of both the countries are making sure that they are finding out a solutions by diplomatic engagement and by military engagement from both the sides to resolve the issues by not making it as a dispute, and then by creating a stability, first striving a stability in the global situation, current situation is what, covid-19 pandemic situation. So making sure that there would be a stability in the current global situation. And military level talks, as I said, it will be held today, that is June 6th. Lieutenant generals would be part of it, two lieutenant generals, and also the translator also would be between them, and this it is called as an enhancing strategic mutual trust. So this is for what, this is for strategic mutual trust. Again, this is a keyword which is very important while you are looking at for prelims point of view as well as mains point of view. So both the countries are enhancing, please do understand here the word enhancing in the sense bringing forward or increasing or developing developing the existing strategic mutual trust and properly managing differences. So what is important here, the keyword is the strategic mutual trust. So definitely both the countries have the trust, mutually they have the trust, and what is important is both the countries are in the mode of respecting each other's sensitivities, concerns and aspirations, and both the countries are striving very hard for the stability in the current global situation. So this is very important, and these are being taken up by both the diplomatic engagement as well as today's military engagements So I have emphasized on the keywords and the key phrases which are very very important in regards to the better understanding for the prelims point of view. And inspiring minds for youth, I do not know your name, but inspiring mind for youth, very good morning to you also. And the Ministry of External Affairs Minister has stated that both the sides have exchanged the views, especially because of the COVID-19 pandemic situation. They wanted to make sure that they have the cooperation in multiple forums, and this is a very very important keyword at this juncture, because it could be very very important for the mains point of view also. Mains point of view, because I have come up the various videos or the sessions wherein the main theme of my entire explanation or the title of my sessions or the videos was in regards to the, is there any role, India's role in reviving the multilateralism, so thereby the both the countries, that is, have exchanged views in cooperation in multilateral forums. So definitely they will have the cooperation in the multilateral forum. So definitely when India is striving very hard to have the cooperation with China, wherein both will have the cooperation in the multilateral forum, probably India will also have a role in reviving the multilateralism. And what is very very important is the Chinese have also, Chinese, you have a joint both of them have the joint statement. And again both the countries, that is India side, external affairs minister will have a statement, and also again Chinese foreign minister will also have a statement. So this is read out in the Chinese statement, that they both the sides have discussed the planned initiative of the 78th anniversary of the diplomatic relations, and this on the sideline of the skirmish or a face off between India and China. There could be a question in the mains on the 70th anniversary of the diplomatic relations between India and China. Please do understand. Are you getting this? This is in regards to mains, or everyone will, or else most of them will try to focus only on the LAC and then Eastern Ladakh and then Sikkim and all that. But there could be a question in the mains. I'm saying mains. That is why this is very important key phrase. That is planned initiative. Both the countries are going ahead with discussing the planned initiative to mark the 70th anniversary of diplomatic relations between India and China. That is, it happened in April 1950, and now 2020. So it is, what do you say, 70th year of independence. So this is very important from prelims point of view also. April 1950, the diplomatic relations between India and China have started. And both the countries have, both the countries in the Chinese statement, they have made it very clear that they have to go ahead with safeguarding and promoting multilateralism. Look at it, this word, keyword, multilateralism is very, very important for prelims as well as mains. When I'm talking mains, it is in regards to the IR point of view, or also in regards to the economic point of view also. Multilateralism. So both the countries have come forward to safeguard, this is very important, safeguard and promote the multilateralism and oppose unilateralism, because probably that has been China's intention of what US is going ahead with the unilateralism. US is going ahead with unilateralism, protectionism and hegemonism. That is trying to have command over the other countries. So definitely these are the both the common interest of the developing countries which have been discussed between both the diplomatic engagement, both of them at the diplomatic engagement. So this is very important. What is that you need to focus is diplomatic engagement and military engagement to resolve the issue between India and China, which is almost a 1 month long pending face off which is happening between India and China. And I have also made it very clear the emphasizing of the keywords, and this the diplomatic relations have been started by the form of Prime Minister of India, that is Jawaharlal Nehru, and also the chairman of the Central People's Government of China, that is Mao Zedong. So this is between both of them, or India has accepted the communist rule or communism in China, and then diplomatic relations have been started up between both the countries. So it is not just a news, but it is also a better explanation what I'm trying to give in regards to what is important is this keyword or key phrase, 78th anniversary of diplomatic relations, and safeguarding, key phrase, safeguarding and promote multilateralism and oppose unilateralism, protectionism and hegemony, which is pinpointing towards USA. And there is one more rule, one more news which talks about the draft rules prohibits. There are rules which prohibits the use of drones for delivery. So definitely we will look at. So the Ministry of Civil Aviation, Ministry of Civil Aviation has come up with the drafting of few rules, and that drafting of few rules is known as Unmanned Aircraft System Rules 2020. This is again very important for prelims point of view. Please do understand from prelims point of view. The Ministry of Civil Aviation has come up with drafting of the rules which is known as Unmanned Aircraft System Rules 2020. This is very important. And why it has drafted rules, for what reasons? It is for importing and manufacturing and owning of drones. Importing of drones, manufacturing of drones and owning of drones, ownership of drones, as well as for drones in regards to the ports, that is drone ports or airports. So definitely what is important is the rules which have been drafted is in regards to the Unmanned Aircraft System Rules 2020, especially focusing on the importing, manufacturing and owning of the drones. Here the important thing is in regards to the drones. I think everyone knows drones are this, what we can see it here in the picture. So here it is unmanned aircraft system, and there are rule number 36 and 38 which have been drafted by the ministry, which states about the no unmanned aircraft shall carry any payload. So very clearly it is very clearly stating about the importing, manufacturing and owning, and not only that, it is also saying that no unmanned aircraft shall carry any payload. So that means a very clear statement or rule is being framed that they should not carry any payload until unless it is been specified by the Director General of Civil Aviation. Until unless it is been specified by the Director General of Civil Aviation. So very clear rules have been framed in the draft, that is Unmanned Aircraft System Rules 2020, that no unmanned aircraft shall carry any payload. Payload in the sense like it could be any kind of making sure that they are going ahead with the delivery of food or delivery of medicines, also delivery of food or delivery of medicines, and neither shall person should drop or project or cause or permit to be dropped or projected by UAS. So definitely in this drone system, I mean when they are going ahead with any payload, they should not go ahead with using any unmanned aircraft system to drop in any motion until unless specified by the Director General of Civil Aviation. And they have also come up with saying that rules come at a time because the Director General of Civil Aviation has permitted food startups like Zomato and Swiggy to conduct trials for drones beyond the visual light of sight. This is again very important, what do you say, keyword or the key phrase for the prelims point of view. BVLOS. BVLOS. It could be which among the following statements are incorrect in regards to the BVLOS, which has been permitted by the Director General of Civil Aviation for the food startups. Could be the question for the prelims. That is what I have told you. It's not the explanation. I have told which among the following statements are incorrect in regards to the BVLOS, which has been permitted or which has been permitted by the DGCA for the food startups. So what is that called as? Beyond the visual line of sight. Yes, Hemant. The DGCA, that is Director General of Civil Aviation, has permitted for this. So this is for drones for what? BVLOS, beyond the visual line of sight. Beyond the visual line of sight, that is wherever you cannot see sight, then you can go ahead with this delivery system. And they have said that Ministry of Civil Aviation has also said that use of drones for e-commerce. Again, when we are talking about this, this is again for the economy point of view, economics or economy point of view. It is very important for prelims point of view, wherein a part of the e-commerce to increase the business in the e-commerce. That is, the Ministry of Civil Aviation has said that a separate set of rules will be enabled to use the drones for e-commerce. So definitely Ministry of Civil Aviation is coming up with a separate set of rules for the e-commerce. Why? To for the delivering of medical supplies, at least it will take another year. So delivering of medical supplies in the e-commerce business, so definitely it will take another a year to make sure that the drones can be used for beyond the visual line of sight. And we have seen that in last year, 2018 itself, in the August 2018, there were rules for commercial use of drones. Rules for commercial use of drones were actually announced in 2018 itself. Please do understand, in 2018, the civil aviation minister, that is Jain Sinha has announced the rules for commercial use of drones. And then he has spoken about the VLOS operation. Please do understand, we have looked at BVLOS and then VLOS. This is now the DGCA has given permission to the startups, food startups, that is Zomato and Swiggy, beyond the visual line of sight. But in 2018, for the use of commercial use of drones, the civil aviation then has spoken about the starting trials of VLOS, not beyond. It is just visual line of sight. It is visual line of sight. This is beyond visual line of sight. Please do understand this. So definitely this will be very, very important for your better understanding in regards to film, that is e-commerce business, and also in regards to the Director General of Civil Aviation, which is also looking at the service industry or food industry, and also in regards to BVLOS and then VLOS. And there is another news which talks about the ahead of vote for UNSC seat. So definitely UNSC is United Nations Security Council seat. India launches campaign brochure. So India is actually aiming for the non-permanent member of United Nations Security Council for 2021 and 2022. For 2021 and 2022, so definitely it is a very big move what India is going ahead, because and for that it is going ahead with the launching of a campaign brochure. So it is launching a brochure which is for campaign. So definitely India will highlight the international terrorism, and United Nations reforms and Security Council expansion, and then streamlining the world body's peacekeeping operations, and also the technological initiatives. So these are very, very important for you in regards to identifying the various areas wherein India would be highlighting in the near future as a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council in 2021 to 2022. So definitely what are the concerns India is highlighting is, once again I will say, so these are all the keywords which are very, very important, because it could be which among the following are not part of the India's concerns in the international arena. That is, first is international terrorism, United Nations reforms. India is wanting reforms in the United Nations itself, and India is definitely wanting the expansion of the Security Council. So definitely you have the permanent member and then the non-permanent member in the UNSC. Permanent members are 5, non-permanent are 10. Total together 15 in the UNSC. 15 members in the UNSC. So what is India demanding or highlighting is expansion, that is increase the number of permanent members or increase the number of non-permanent members. Especially India is eyeing on the permanent member of UNSC. So it is wanting, or it wanted, or it is highlighting the Security Council expansion, and then streamlining the world body's peacekeeping operations. So definitely India is also part of many peacekeeping operations across the world, and India is having a largest contingents also in regards to the world body's peacekeeping force or operation. and it wanted streamlining to take place in the world bodies peacekeeping operation and also technological initiatives. So definitely India is worried about, or India is highlighting all these issues that it would definitely, that is in the upcoming tenure, that is in the year 2021 and 22. So these, please do understand, these are very important for your better understanding and also for the prelims point of view, because in the September every year, in the month of September every year, there would be a United Nations General Assemblies session every year September. United Nations General Assembly will go ahead with these sessions, and the main objective during this tenure, that is 2021, the main objective of India is NORMS. Please do understand, this is again very important for the prelims point of view. I am emphasizing time and again the keywords and the key phrases. Please do understand, they are very important. And the main objective of India at the 2020, 2021 and 22 tenure is NORMS, that is norms. What is norms? New orientation for a reformed multilateral system. Again the word multilateral has come, wherein I have taken up in the India China also multilateral. That is why I am saying there could be a question in the mains 2020 on the multilateralism and India's role in the revival of the multilateralism. India's role in the revival of the multilateralism. I am emphasizing it time and again, that the word multilateralism, and what is the objective, overall objective of India in the United Nations Security Council, that is norms. What is norms? For prelims point of view, new orientation for a reformed multilateral system. Please do understand, this is very important, and this will be the 8th time India will occupy the non-permanent UNSC seat. So earlier 7 times it has occupied, and the last time which has been the member of the United Nations non-permanent seat is in the year 2011-12. This is again very important for the prelims. So in the year 2011-12, it was the 7th time wherein India has been part of the United Nations Security Council's non-permanent member, and this is the 8th time when India will have the non-permanent membership in the United Nations Security Council. And what is the objective? The objective is norms. What is norms? New orientation for a reformed multilateral system. And India is guaranteed a place. This a little bit explanation I will be giving it here. A little bit explanation. India is guaranteed a place. Definitely, India is now almost getting the place in the entire United Nations United Nations General Assembly. That is 193 members. This is very important. The total count of the general UNGA is 193 members. 193 member countries, and there would be a secret ballot which would be taking place in June 17. That is in the New York. And India has to achieve or get 2/3 of the 193 members. 2/3 of the 193 members, and definitely India is very much in a comfortable position or a guaranteed place that India will get the non-permanent member of the UNSC as a candidate of Asia Pacific region. Please do understand, this is very important. As a candidate of Asia Pacific region. These are very important, because there could be a question on UNSC, and these all could be the statements, and then they ask the which among the following statements are incorrect. So what is important is India is part of the non-permanent members contesting, or it is a guaranteed place from Asia Pacific region. So you have different regions, and different regions, among the regions various countries together can go ahead with having the place or non-permanent membership in the UNSC. So India is a sole candidate for entire Asia Pacific regions, and it has to attain 2/3, and definitely it is a kind of guaranteed place in the secret ballot which will take place on June 17th. And from the Latin American group, it is a Mexico, which is almost unopposed country, which will be the non-permanent member of UNSC. And from again you have another 2 seats from the WEOG, that is West European and other groups. West European and other groups. That is, there the two seats are there, but the countries which are actually wanting to be the permanent member of UNSC are Canada, Ireland, and Norway. So definitely it will be a contest between the Canada, Ireland, and Norway, three of them, but only two of them will get a chance from the West European and others group. Please do understand, from the West European and others group, only two of them will get a chance to be the non-permanent member of the UNSC, but the three are contesting, that is Canada, Ireland, and Norway. And from the African group, you will have African group, you have a kind of contestants between the Kenya and Djibouti, wherein you have one, but between Kenya and Djibouti, they could be that who would be the permanent member of UNSC. So definitely the India is eyeing on the non-permanent member of UNSC since almost 2013. Why? It is keen on the non-permanent member of the UNSC for 2021. Why 2021? Because 2021 will be the 75th year of the India's independence. That is why since 2013 India is eyeing, or India was very keen on getting the non-permanent member of the UNSC. Why? Because that year will be the 75th year of the India's independence. So it was trying, it was eyeing, it was keenly trying to get the post of United Nations permanent member, non-permanent member of United Nations Security Council since 2013. So whatever I've discussed, all the keywords, please do take it into consideration. All these groups, that is Asia Pacific group, Latin American group, West European and others group, from African group, and then this 75th year. Please do take it into consideration, that it will be very, very useful for you in regards to the prelims point of view. And now we will look at the United Nations Security Council, how it actually looks like. So as I said, there are 5 permanent members. Permanent members are 5 who have the veto power or rights. That is China, France, Russia, UK, USA. 5. And non-permanent members, that every 2 years they will get the term. They are 10. That is African group, you will have 3, Asia 2, Latin America or Western Latin America 2, and then West Europe and others 2, and then Eastern Europe 1. So out of 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So definitely these are the groups. These are the group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 5 groups, and from the 5 groups, accordingly as per the population, as per the the representation into the United Nations Security Council for the non-permanent members, you will have the member countries. So Africa together will have only 3 members entry every 2 years term. Asia 2 members, members in the sense countries here. When I'm saying member country, member it is. Latin America 2, Western Europe and others 2, Eastern Europe 1. And definitely this is very, very important for you in regards to the conceptual point of view, because this could be asked. That is what I'm saying. On the 75th year, and then India being the permanent member of UNSC, trying to be the permanent member of UNSC from 2021, and for 2021 and 2022, that 2 years term. So definitely India, UPSC might pose a question, so or frame a question on the United Nations Security Council composition. United Nations Security Council composition. Please do understand. So this is what it is. I've taken it for the benefit of all the viewers. And you have one more news which says that close to 28% of Sunderbans have been damaged in this cyclone Amphan. So the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has made it very clear that 25% of the Sunderbans have been damaged by Cyclone Amphan. And why she has made this point? Because there was a launch of a drive. There was a drive which has been launched. Why drive? That is planting the mangroves. Why they have planted the mangroves now after Cyclone Amphan, as what you say, almost 2 weeks back? Because yesterday was the World Environment Day. That is June 5th. June 5th is the World Environment Day. So on the World Environment Day, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, has launched a drive for planting mangroves and trees. Why? Because she said that, made a point that 28% of Sundarbans have been damaged by the cyclone Amphan, and that is very important. And here again, a prelims point of view, June 5th, World Environment Day, and almost what you say, 1200 square kilometers of the entire 4263 square kilometers forest have been destroyed. So the Sunderbans are almost having 4263 square kilometers forest which have been destroyed by the cyclone Amphan. And the Indian Sunderbans, that is the area south of Dampier Hodges line. So this is very important keyword. So the Indian Sunderbans, here we are talking about Indian Sunderbans. So Sundarbans are covered, are part of what you say, are covered between India, that is West Bengal, and the Bangladesh. So Indian Sundarbans are the areas which are part of it. Again, this is for the geography. This is from the geography point of view. Geography point of view, you have to take these keywords into consideration. The Indian Sundarbans, that is the area south of Dampier Hodges line, is spread over 9,630 square kilometers, of which the mangrove forest accounts for 4,263. That is what here it says, 4,263 square kilometers forest, that is the mangrove forest. But Indian side, the entire forest is 9,630 square kilometers. This is a sheer, it could be what you say, geography based question. Geography based question. In the which among the following statements are incorrect in regards to the Indian Sundarban, covering the area, that is the entire is 9,630 square kilometers, and among that the mangrove forest constitute or accounts for 4,263 square kilometers, and out of 4,263 square kilometers, 1,200 square kilometers have been destroyed because of the super cyclone Amphan, and the government has launched the drive for planting the mangroves and trees on the mark of the World Environment Day, that is on June 5th. And the trees have been turned yellow and red because of the salinity, because the water has, a super cyclone has got the water into the mangroves, and mangroves have been destroyed because of the mostly because of the salinity. And mangrove not only have reduced these mangroves, the benefit, these are the advantage. What are the advantages of the mangroves in the Sundarbans? What they do is they reduce the wind speed, they also break the waves during the cyclone. So this is again, I'm saying, it is from the geography prelims point of view, the importance of mangrove. So there would be a question saying, one of the statements saying that the mangroves reduce the wind speed and also break the waves of the cyclones. Yes, it is important. And World Environment Day is a keyword here, and the Dampier Hodges line is also a keyword in regards to geography point of view. And about mangroves, yes, it is important. And here we will look at, see, this is, because again geography map based is very important. This is Dampier Hodges line. So this is this one, this is Dampier Hodges line. This one, enter this line is the Dampier Hodges line. And you have this Hooghly River. Again, this is very important for, it could be geography map based questions also, Hooghly River. Fine. And what is important is, please I have actually taken up in one of the newspaper analysis session about the Sagar Islands, because these Sagar Islands we have seen during the cyclone Amphan, the many of the landslides have taken place in the Sagar Islands, and please do consider, there are what do you say, few islands here, 4 islands here. Fine. I have said this in the previous classes also. You do consider this for the geography map based questions. Could be that the UPSC might ask the question, arrange the following islands here, talking about these islands from north to south in the Hooghly River, Fine. So these are the islands, and these Sagar Islands had been badly hit, and then there were many landfalls which has taken place in the Sagar Islands. And then you have the tiger resource. This green one is the tiger resource. This entire region is the tiger resource. and then you have the this is Sundarban tiger reserves, and then you have the forest division. This, the one light green are the one which are the forest division. Here this part are the forest division. So this is how you need to also keep on emphasizing the news with the conventional, that is geography, map based. So this please do consider. So this is what the Dampier-Hodges line demarcates the boundary of Sundarbans ecoregion. Sundarbans ecoregion, it demarcates. Sundarbans ecoregion, it demarcates. Fine. Now I'll get to the next one. And there is another news talks about the massive spike in foreign flows into market. So definitely we have seen, because of the COVID-19 and because of the national lockdown, because of the entire world economy coming to a grinding halt, we have seen many of the foreign portfolio investors or FIIs. It could be FPIs and also FII, foreign institutional investors, have pulled out, what do you say, money from the stock markets, from, what do you say, US stock market, and also from Indian stock market. They have pulled out money, in the sense they were into buying, they were into selling itself. They have sold out all the stocks, especially the FPIs and also FIIs. So we have seen that FPI slowly, there is an, what do you say, increase or spike which is happening now in the month of June. In the month of June, the spike is happening. So in the month of May, there was little bit of, what do you say, spike which has taken place, wherein the foreign portfolio investors started, what do you say, buying shares, bought in the sense buying shares. So they have brought shares in the month of May, 14,000 worth 14,569 crores. And in the month of June, this is in the month of June, 20,814 crores in just 5 trading sessions. That is just from 1st to 5th, 1st to 5th of June. Just in 5 days, the foreign portfolio investors have brought in the sense they have purchased almost 20,804 crores of shares in the 5 trading session. 5 trading session in the sense in the 5 days from June 1st to June 5th. So this is a good move. This is a positive note, wherein the foreign portfolio investors or foreign institutional investors or foreign investors itself are slowly coming back to India and then starting to invest in the stock markets, initially in the shares. And why this sudden surge or increase has taken place? Because of the rights issue. They have been issued in regards to the Reliance Industries RIL, and because of the Kotak Mahindra Bank. They have been a little bit of stake. Uday Kotak sale. That means a stake has been purchased by the Kotak Mahindra. So when it has been purchased, when Kotak Mahindra Bank has purchased Uday Kotak, so definitely again the foreign portfolio investors started investing in the Kotak Mahindra, and also not only in Kotak Mahindra but also in the Reliance Industries Limited. So definitely this has spurged, or this has increased the buying of the shares by the foreign portfolio investors, and which has mounted to 20,814 crores just in 5 trading sessions. But in the entire May month, it was only 14,569 crores. And this money flow into the sectors like automobiles, private banks, and pharmaceuticals is a very, very important one. And because once this inflow has started, there was a surge, or else the prices of the shares have been increased even in the automobile sectors, private banks, and also in the pharmaceuticals. So there is a cascading effect by the foreign portfolio investors investing in the or buying the shares in the Indian market, and then thereby again making sure that they are being affected positively onto the various sectors, that is automobiles, private banks, and other pharmaceuticals share market. So if you look at this, the foreign portfolio investors, as I said, when we look at in the month of Jan, look at it, it was almost close to, what you said, -10, fine, and then it has reached almost zero in February. Again in a month of March, that is the most badly hit because of the COVID-19. The foreign portfolio investors have started selling all their shares, and we have reached almost -60. And then again in the month of April, a little bit of, what you say, confidence, the foreign investors coming back, but it was almost close to, what you say, -10 or -15. Again, May, we have seen there was a decline close to minus 25, but now again slowly the graph is increasing. That is, the foreign investors started coming and investing in the Indian stock market, that is BSE and NSE. So we have looked at the various keywords and the key phrases which will be useful, or for the prelims point of view, emphasizing on the current affairs, that is in regards to the diplomatic engagement and then military engagement I have said, and then in regards to uh, the way we, that is 70th anniversary diplomatic relations for prelims point of view, current affairs. And again we have looked at here the importance of the draft. This is again very important in regards to the civil aviation ministry has come up with the uh, draft rules, that is unmanned aircraft system rules 2020. This is again very important for prelims point of view, unmanned aircraft system rules 2020. And then again we have seen in regards to the difference between BVLOS and then BLOS. Again this is in regards to the IT, which could be civil aviation or IT. It could be a question which could be framed in the prelims. BVLOS, that is beyond the visual line of sight, and then visual line of sight, which was actually spoken or which was discussed in August 2018 itself. And again in regards to United Nations Security Council, wherein India would be permanent non-permanent member of the UNSC for 2021-2022. So definitely it is will get a chance. And here also we have looked at the different groups of the United Nations Security Council composition, and then we have also focused on the norms. The objective of the India is NORMS, that is new orientation for reformed multilateral system. Again this is very important in regards to international current affairs. And this we have also looked at this, that it is very important that the different groups I have looked at, I have said that how the composition in regards to the non-permanent member of the UNSC we have taken of different groups. And then focusing on the United Nations Security Council, 5 permanent and then 10 non-permanent, overall together 15, and different groups, 5 different groups: Africa 3, Asia 2, Latin America 2. Composition: Western Europe and others 2 member countries, Eastern Europe 2. And then again in regards to the ecology and environment, this is in regards to the ecology and environment. Geography it will be, and also in regards to the ecology and environment. Both in regards to geography you can take it map based, and also ecology and environment also we have looked at this from a perspective for a very important prelims point of view. And then we have looked at the spike which has happened in regards to the foreign portfolio investors coming and then purchasing sudden. This is because of the Reliance Industries Limited and also Kotak Mahindra Bank. Immediately it has surged, and then foreign portfolio investors started coming and buying the shares in the Indian stock market, and this has impacted positively onto the various sectors, that is automobile, private banks, and then pharmaceuticals also. So we have looked at all this, emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases which will be certainly useful for the prelims factual and analytical question for prelims point of view UPSC. So I hope this was a very important knowledgeable session. And then before you log out, make sure that you like the video, share the video, subscribe the video, that is Let's Crack UPSC CSE English video. And then subscribe for 24 months. While you are subscribing for 24 months, use my code SBT10, that is Sandeep Bhushan Thummala 10, wherein you will get 10% discount on the 24-month subscription or 12-month subscription. And you will be actually paying the 13-month subscription, 13 months amount for the 24-month subscription. And then if you haven't downloaded the Unacademy Learners app, please go ahead with downloading the Unacademy Learners app, because you can be part of the Unacademy special classes, wherein you will have access to all the courses from various educators. So this is also an advantage for you. And then have access to even a UPSC CSE English in 10 minutes channel. And the Telegram link for Unacademy Let's Crack UPSC CS English is Let's Crack UPSC CS English. And do not forget to use my code, that is SBT10, Sandeep Bhushan Thummala 10, while you are subscribing for. Sandeepini has also joined. Yeah, Sandeepini says thank you very much. Yes. And I would also say thank you and all the best to you all. And then you can also connect me. You can also connect to me by my Telegram link, that is t.me/Sandeep Bhushan SBT, t.me/Sandeep Bhushan SBT. And you can also WhatsApp, message to my number, that is WhatsApp number 9292003111. So this is my WhatsApp number. Message me for any kind of queries which you have doubts can be resolved here. And the next class will be again at 10:15 a.m., wherein I will take in regards to the analysis of the trending editorials and articles, 10:15 a.m. Fine. And then in regards to the morning session 7:30 a.m. See you on Monday. In regards to morning session, see you on Monday. And I would say thank you and all the best to the live learners and also the one who are in the chat. And I would say thank you to Ramchandran, Hemant, Sudarshanan, Shabash, Malvika, Yogita, Rahul, Ditigam, Madhu, Ajay, Harish, good morning to you. Chaudhary, very good morning to you. Johan, yes, thank you all. Inspiring minds for youth also. Thank you very much. Sandeepini, Nayak, Malvika, everyone. Fine. And then see you again at 10:15 a.m. And then in regards to 7:30 a.m., see you on Monday. Thank you. All the best for your preparation. I think the the dates have come for the prelims examination. Whoever is giving, Uppala Venkatesh is also there. Thank you. And then good morning to you also, Venkatesh. The dates have been declared. I suppose you are all aware of the dates for the prelims and also mains. Prelims this year and mains early January 2021 you will have the mains. So please do get into the mode of serious preparation for the civil services, for both for prelims and also for the mains examination. And thereby I would say thank you and all the best for your prelims, mains 2020 and also 2021 preparation. Thank you. Thank you very much. See you at again 10:15 a.m. for the analysis of trending editorials and articles. Thank you.